Now, in terms of where are we going to find this money? As we said before, you have to go, and Greg said this before, line by line, line by line. There is there is room for improvement with the budget. Right now, the township just put out a job opening for a full-time human resources professional. A human resources professional is not going to come to work here unless we are paying six figures or close there too. Nobody's going to come here to work for peanuts. They have to live. I don't think that what we have here in this township justifies a full-time human resources professional. Bedminster Township has a company that they use for human resources. It costs much less than a full-time human resources professional, and there are no attendant benefit costs or pension costs because you have a company, that just comes in and does what they need to do for HR. They have a hotline that employees can call if there's an issue, if there's an HR problem. They have people that are local that they can send to meet with the employee. They can meet on site or off site, depending on what the issue is. And they do all of the retirement paperwork, which is basically what we need an HR professional to do. That's what they do all the time. There really aren't that many HR issues, and we hope not in our township that that the manager or administrator has some sort of HR problem. I don't see that. I was there for 3 years. I don't see that. I find that it seems wasteful to add another employee like that, especially in this environment where things, prices keep going up, and we're going to add somebody to the, basically to the employment roles. It's difficult. Now there are other positions in the township. I've looked at this, that don't seem necessary. Seems like we can outsource some of the things that we do. I know other towns that I've worked for have successfully outsourced zoning officer, the zoning officer position. Why do you need a zoning officer who's making a salary? It seems excessive, especially since we're not really issuing that many zoning violations. We don't have a residential property maintenance code where we have a zoning official running around writing tickets for people not cutting their grass. We do have a commercial code in the ordinance, right? We do. But I don't know. I mean, it just seems like our residents and our business owners take beautiful care of their property. I mean, look around. I don't see a huge problem, and I wouldn't see a problem outsourcing zoning so that we could pay less. Because every time we have to pay anybody a full-time salary, you know what comes with that. There's a pension at the end, and those are costs, and then there are health benefit costs that we pay. There are many examples like that, that I've become aware of over time, and these are things that we would look at very carefully to kind of streamline everything that we have going on, and have that money that we could use for our volunteer EMS, our volunteer firefighters, and to hire the number of police officers that we need, because we do. At the end of the day, neighborhood watch is not going to help. Whatever other measure there was, it's not going to help. Hiring more police is going to help. Getting them the technology that they need, like the license plate readers that my company's been installing all over the place, or allowing for people to install on utility poles and whatnot. Those are the things that we need. And any other technology that the police are coming up with, because I know people are coming up with things all the time. These things are going to cost money. They don't need bright ideas from us. If you ask me about a bright idea, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't have any. I am not a law enforcement professional. And if you ask me about a bright idea about building something for the town, I'm going to tell you I don't know right now, because first we need to plan. First, we need to see what we've got. And then I can tell you what we have and what that's going to look like. Anybody who's telling you anything otherwise doesn't know what they're talking about, quite frankly.